I was heading to a golden land of opportunity, a land with a pioneering spirit which welcomed misfits like me. But I ended up in America instead.
Oopsie. Okay, I know this video is a little late. Let's just pretend that it's 4th of July. Hello, Scaramoouch back again. This video is going to be a little different. Little off-script video. Want to make a quick one to celebrate the glorious country that I live in, America. That's the reaction I'd expect. On this episode, I'm going to talk about the most American video game imaginable. I've picked a handful of video games that I think represent America in the best way possible. So number 1, The Bigs. I don't know if anyone remembers this game. This is a classic arcade-style baseball game. What better American video game than to pick a game based off America's favorite pastime? And add a ton of steroids. It's like every character in this game is just on steroids. It's your favorite baseball players on steroids, basically. Which, I mean, that's just baseball. But for one of the most American video games, it's the perfect pick. Not just because it's about baseball, but you also have a game mode where you get to do a home run derby in Times Square, which Times Square feels like a snapshot of American greed and American capitalism, and it's just the perfect embodiment of that. It combines some of Americans' favorite things: breaking stuff, baseball, and capitalism a little bit, and steroids. I forgot steroids. Next game on the list, we're going to keep it in the same sports realm, is Madden. Obviously, this list would not be complete without Madden. What makes this American is not just sports, but the best sports. It's the biggest sports. It's the Super Bowl, the biggest sports event ever, I think. The thing that makes Madden one of the most American video games ever is the fact that it's Madden. It's literally the game. It's the football game. It is the football game, the only football game that ever exists, because EA basically has a monopoly on football games because they have the NFL license. And yeah, you can make another football game, but no one else is going to buy it if it's not Madden, if it's not NFL. There's nothing more American than monopolies. The only thing that can make Madden more American is that they added the Super Bowl commercials. That would at least give it a sprinkle of capitalism on the top, and commercialism, and more isms. Next is Saints Row 4, my personal favorite Saints Row game. In this game, you literally get to play as the president. Not just the president, but a celebrity turned president. Does that sound familiar to you? And that's not the only thing that makes this game American. You're saving the universe from aliens, Aerosmith's involved, and you're a part of a gang too. All things Americans love. And the next game is Just Cause 2. You're probably wondering why Just Cause 2 is on the list? Well, let me tell you. Because the game's full of racist stereotypes.
We have reclaimed this holy temple. The ancestors will be pleased.
And it's all about blowing crap up. I don't know what's more American than those two things. I'm canceled. Next up is another one of my favorite games in a long-running franchise, Grand Theft Auto 4. In Grand Theft Auto 4, you play as Niko Bellic, a Russian, Ukrainian, what? You play as Niko Bellic coming to America to escape his dark past and finally realize the American dream. And when he comes to America, he finds out the American dream is bullcrap. It's total bullcrap, and it's a lie. It's a fat lie. And he's basically just doing the same violent crap he's been doing in overseas. So there's nothing more American than the depressing reality that the American dream does not exist. Plus, you get to visit the Statue of Liberty and also walk inside it and see the bleeding heart of America and then never unsee that again. Next up is a fun one, Doritos Crash Course. Does anybody remember this game, Doritos Crash Course? It's Wipeout. It's just Wipeout. It's a Wipeout video game. And it's the closest thing I can find to a reality type style video game. Americans, we love watching people fail blogs, Wipeout, American Gladiator, all that stuff. We love it. So, next up is Call of Duty. All of them. Every single Call of Duty game. Half of them are in World War II, one of the last wars that we could safely say we were the good guys all along. At first, Call of Duty was very American because of the war setting and the very hoorah nature of it. They literally say hoorah. Like, I lost count how many times they say hoorah in Call of Duty 4. But now, it's very American because they shoved so much microtransactions into that bastard that it doesn't even look like a war. So many different camos red dite sots and red dot sights in World War II, and none of it makes sense, and it's just micro managed transactions everywhere, and just spend your money, spend it, shove it, fund the war. That's pretty American to me. Next game on the list is Assassin's Creed 3. Yes, the one that's in the American Revolution is one of the most American games ever. It kind of makes total sense. It's about us getting our independence that we lovingly show. I show right now by kind of crapping on America. Assassin's Creed 3 belongs on this list because of its setting, but it also belongs on this list because it's the perfect encapsulation of milking a franchise. I love them. I love the Assassin's Creed games, even Odyssey, all 500 hours of it. But Assassin's Creed 3 is the moment that the story really lost itself and the games just became the same old. Desmond was such an interesting and compelling character. The future stuff mixed with the past stuff, it was on such a roll. The Ezio trilogy is amazing. Ezio is such an amazing character. And then they just tanked it and they took Desmond and they did this. They threw Desmond away and they made him crap, and now the future stuff doesn't matter. It's one of the coolest parts of the series that just doesn't matter anymore because they just totally ruined it. Assassin's Creed 3 is the epitome of milking a franchise. Next video game on the list is Crazy Taxi. Why is Crazy Taxi one of the most American video games here? Because it's all about the hustle. And America is all about the hustle. Actually, it's the uber hustle of trying to pay off your 1 square foot apartment in San Francisco with Uber money. And if that's not American enough for you, I don't know what. Now, there is one more game. Oh boy. One more game. I have savored this game for last because it is the most American video game ever. It hands down beats all of them. Madden, I don't even know how to throw a football. Baseball, like that's not even a thing anymore. Call of Duty, like who needs a war? It's like all about Fortnite now. That's all our wars are going to be fought on Fortnite now. Tell us where we're dropping, boys. No more draft. Everybody's drafted already in Fortnite because it's free and everybody owns it. Now, the most American video game out there is Metal Wolf Chaos. Let me just try to explain to you what makes this game so American. You play as the president in a mech suit fighting the evil vice president to save America. And I can't, just watch the clip. I'm done. Watch the clip.
Okay, let's party! Welcome to the White House.